Hello, my name is Michael Whitehead, and this is the second of a session of the basics of brass playing and what we need to do just to get everything started and working well from the very beginning. In the first session we looked at making a buzzing sound with the lips and then referring that onto the mouthpiece so that we can play long sounds, shorter sounds and slow sounds. So for example we did this. Which is a long sound, and then we split it up. Into shorter sounds, and then we slurred it. But that's all very arbitrary. It's not really of much use in any other sense than it helps us to get our embouchures to work. So what we want to look at now is using what I call a note value tree. And in the note value tree there are 4 different types of notes. There are notes which are big round circles, and we call them in music semi-breves, and they last for 4 beats generally speaking. And then we have little round circles with sticks on, and they are called minims, and they last for 2 beats each. And then we have little round circles which are filled in with sticks on, and they are called crotchets, or if you're American, quarter notes, and they last for 1 beat each. And then finally we have little round circles with sticks on with tails on the tops, and they last for half a beat each, and they're called quavers or 1/8 notes. But all of this will be on a sheet of paper which you can have a look at. And what I want to do is talk about how we can create very simple rhythmic patterns. So for example, if I wanted to play a rhythm like "My name is Michael," I've done that very simply with just what are known as quarter notes. My name is Michael. It's not very musical, but we can play it. And using the note value tree, we can look and we can see that I've used 5 of the crotchet type notes or quarter notes, and so we can play that again. But let's extend that a little bit. My name is Michael. So that is D, da, 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 da. So now what I've done, I've used 1 of the quarter notes and 2 of the quaver type notes, and then 2 of the quarter notes again. D, da, 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 da. So it sounds like this. And so we've actually got a rhythmic pattern. So what I'd like to now try to do is play that rhythmic pattern several times. And at the end we created an end to the phrase. So my name is Michael, my name is Michael, my name is Michael Whitehead, for example. So we can use the note value tree to make up all kinds of little rhythmic patterns. But in the first instance, it's useful if you make little rhythmic patterns of your own. So you can say, for example, what did you have for breakfast? So I'm not sure, I didn't have any breakfast, so I just had a cup of coffee. A cup of black coffee. Da, 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 da. So we can do that one. And various different kind of rhythmic patterns. So that we begin to make shape. Because music is all about shape. It's about shape in terms of rhythm and shape in terms of higher note, which is pitch. So I'm going to put a metronome on now. And that gives me something to play against. So now I'm just going to play through the note value tree. I'm going to play a long 4-beat note, and then 2 2-beat notes, and then 4 1-beat notes, and then 8 of the quarter notes, quavers. So it's going to sound like this. And you really have to work hard to hold the embouchure in pitch when you're doing that. Having done that on the mouthpiece, why not transfer it to the instrument? And I'm going to play the note value tree exactly the same way again, just on one note but through the instrument. That's all on one note. But bear in mind now what we did in the very first lesson. We did a slurring exercise, and now I'm going to begin to introduce just different positions on the trombone, for example, or different valves on this euphonium of mine. So the slur that we did with the mouthpiece, we transfer to the instrument. And now what we're going to do is use the note value tree, and I'm going to play it exactly the same way as I did before, but just on this first valve down, which incidentally is third position on the trombone. I'm going to switch that off now. And it is useful, and probably one of the best ways to practice, with the metronome or with some kind of backing behind it. And there are backing tracks which I'll introduce and we'll put on the website. And also you can reference an online metronome, which again, all that information will be in the website, StarmakerZ.co, CRC rather, StarmakerCRC.co.uk. But you probably know that because you're here watching this. So just a little exercise now. I'm going to play through the whole of the note value tree in order, the long sound, the two shorter ones, and then the really short ones. And but this time I'm going to use my different valves when it's appropriate, and you'll understand what I mean by that when I play it. And so there's a pair of possibilities inside of that, just using that rhythm tree of changing valves. Now let's get a bit more interesting. Let's go down to another note. We're using the valves or the slide, and now we can go to fourth position rather, or 1 and 2 valves, and we could do the valve tree like this. And in lesson 4 or 5, I can't remember, I'll have to check, there is a little tune just based on those 2 notes as well, which we'll look at, which actually pulls in and actually keeps you tight in terms of a reference playing against something. Because remember, music isn't just all free and easy, it's all about time and rhythm and playing together and putting all these bits together, and about control. So in this lesson today, we've just had a quick look at the note value tree, and I've just sketched through it very quickly, and you can look at it and reference it again on the website. But I will come back to this at a later point in time, and we will look at it in much more detail. But at the moment, it's just, I just want to introduce these thoughts and ideas to give you a starting point of the kind of things that you could be doing just to help develop your personal playing. So I think we shall leave it there for today, and again, thank you for watching.
Anytime the road gets too long, when it seems your strength's almost gone, when it's time to raise your game, when you're on the verge of defeat, seems another blow have you beat. Oh, it's time to raise your game. Anytime the road it gets too long, when it's It seems your strength is almost gone. Well, it's time